Music, WNB Music on the rocks on WNB1 Radio.
It's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast. Grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast. Grab a chair, fill your glass.
To talk about a few things and highlight this young man and his and all his little escapades and he's not the only one in the family doing things too. His wife is doing some good things too. Creating some pretty little sweets and doing great things. So, but she's a little shy and we're not going to talk about her right now. But we're going to try to get her on the Really Charlie podcast soon. All right, man. What's going on, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
You know what? Our first impressions when it came to you were high. I thought you were a decent man and doing the right thing. And when I know you had all kinds of things behind, your backstory, I was like, yeah, I got to get him on, and especially when you're selling merchandise as good as you have, which is we're gonna put one on display right now.
Some t-shirts.
And look at that.
So that's that's just the basic one with the brand name. But I also do like other designs. It's on social media. It's on my social media. I have a website. The website is done.
Hmm.
I'm just testing some stuff out, and probably in 2 weeks it'll be live and open for public.
Yeah, you want that website up and running right
Yes.
so people can order. Bring some and wear your merchandise. That way the order is nice and quick. The reason why people go to Amazon is because it's nice and quick, and that's how you want your your website. You want it to be nice and quick and easy to create some money for you. And put your name out there.
Yeah, because I do everything myself. I make them. I don't ship them because I don't have the website.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to drop it off, or people have to come pick it up. So
Yeah.
it kind of sucks like that with the website and make it
Yeah.
easier. Just ship it to them.
True. There's one thing about uh doing all that shipping and everything. It gets you involved with everything. You're making it, you're creating it, you're trying to make sure that it's trendy, and you get involved with it. And that's the one thing I like about me. And when I write my books, is that I'm involved in it from start to end. The story, the manuscript, the publishing, all that, and it just means something when it's finally done and it comes out like you want to. And I assume you're going through the same thing with your brand, and uh, it's just nice when you can get deep down and dirty, and do everything from the scratch, and then I mean, you ever come across people wearing your shirt and you don't know who they are, but they with your gear on?
Not yet. I mean, I want to get to that point. That's what I'm trying to get. But right now it's like because I just started very recent, like about 3 4 months ago.
Hmm.
So right now I'm trying to get the put the brand out there,
Okay.
make it known.
Hmm.
Uh, right now, people I'm just like that I know, family, friends are buying it.
Sure.
So I want to put it out there on the website so other
Hmm.
people can wear it, can buy it as well.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna definitely keep sharing it on my social media as
Thank you.
much as I can, and definitely get some money going in your direction, and get your name out there, because it's like I said, it's nice to walk around. You see somebody wearing your T-shirt. When I see someone wearing my podcast T-shirt, I like it. I'm proud of it. Um, Along with my poetry name. Um, I just like that. I just like it. It's and like I would just ask you. I don't even know the people, and they got them on.
Yeah, and it's great, like especially when it's something that you make, like you
Hmm.
said, from beginning to end,
Yeah.
and it's like it looks good, like you feel
Hmm.
good seeing other people wearing it.
Yeah.
So especially like I started, like I had anything, I didn't
Hmm.
have nothing, and that's one of my goals this year was to start,
Yes.
because I dream a lot. I
Hmm.
have a lot of dreams. I think about stuff. I want to make it, and I know I will. But there's a lot of people, and I was included in that group of people that I have the ideas and good ideas, but I never take them out of my mind,
Hmm.
so they never become reality. So
Yes.
this year I was like, I have to get those ideas, put it on the paper,
Hmm.
and start working on it.
I agree. I agree. You and the best thing about that is now that you're at that point, you can now you can say, all right, now I know what I got to do. Now I know I already did it just a couple of months ago. I want to add this to it, and you just got to get motivated for it. And when the whole house is motivated behind what you're doing, makes it a whole lot easier. So keep up with the dreams, and here at the station, WNB1 and the Really Charlie podcast will support you in any kind of way.
Appreciate
Um,
that.
yeah, the this is podcasting, and it's you and I talked earlier, and you know, I'm pretty sure we both started with the same thing, a phone and a microphone.
Yes, that's what I have right now.
Hmm.
I have a empty room in our apartment,
Hmm.
and I just bought some stuff off Amazon, Walmart, little
Hmm.
decoration,
Yes,
little mic that plugs into my phone, two lights, and let's roll.
it's crazy. I mean, I had my phone, the microphone, a little, I mean, an older lamp that I plugged in just so the light could be good. And, then I started seeing different things, the ring lights and all that. And I said, well, I got to purchase that. But the pandemic, COVID, that's what got me started in podcasting.
hmm
What got you started?
So I started the clothing brand first,
Hmm.
and I wanted to, and that's the concept behind the brand. Empower is to motivate other people, to empower yourself.
True, true, true.
So I wanted to create a podcast so I could like talk about my experience, and if I can make it, then other people can make it as well.
Yes.
But I haven't made it to where I want it yet.
Hmm.
So I was gonna wait until I make it so I can start the podcast. But my wife was like, "Why don't you just start now and have guests with good life experience and
Hmm.
testimonies?" So that's what I do. I have people with good testimonies, positive experiences that they can pass out to people that maybe are going through the same.
True, true. It and I mean, we all say it here in the station. I always say it on my podcast is I just want to give people their flowers while they're standing. And so when I get people to come on and tell their story, it's just so we can have it on video, on audio. That way it's preserved forever. So, you know, as people get older, years ago when I was growing up, it was just little camcorder and some Polaroid pictures, and that's all we had. So, and then when those things get destroyed, you have nothing. So,
Right.
at least now, this day and age, you have video, you have all the different streaming platforms, you got everything, and YouTube, and so I'm just trying to preserve this. So when your little ones get bigger, and you got two kids.
No, not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, cheers to the future.
Yeah. Cheers to the future.
Yeah. So the so when we have videos like this, we can preserve it, talk about it, later on next year, the year after, when you're sitting back and reflecting, these videos will reflect, and you could say, man, that's where I was, and look where I am now. I'm doing good. Have a little office, have a little storage area. I know I'm doing well. So And that's the picture I have of you, and you're only going to get better.
Yeah, you can always, like you said, always look back to the videos to where you was before, and at the same time, while I talk to people on the podcast, their experience inspire me as well at the moment.
Hmm.
So it's good because you get that first vibe. You
Hmm.
get the experience first.
Yes.
So then when you post it, you can reach out to all over the world because it's on
Hmm.
YouTube. So anyone can watch that video and be
Exactly.
inspired by that.
Exactly. I had a couple of people, a couple of weeks ago. They were listening from Canada, and I didn't realize it, but they caught me on YouTube, and they were in Canada and end up, sending me a message on Instagram and letting me know. So, that's a plus. That's a plus,
Yes, you can
because
reach out to, like I said, reach out
hmm
to all over the world.
they could, I mean, folks can be doing anything, they could be outside, they could, you know, watching TV, but when they're listening and on your podcast, they're taking time away, taking time to give to you and say, hey, I want to watch what this man has, to offer. And, but the, you're in, empowerment podcast. How long
Mhm.
has that been going?
So probably like 2 3 months,
Hmm.
because that was like right after, sorry, right after the brand, the
Yeah.
clothes. So I started doing the videos. I kind of stopped for like 2 weeks because it's for some reason it's hard for me to find people to go on
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
but uh, but I already talked to some people, so I'm sure this weekend I'm gonna have it and gotta keep going and keep posting, active.
Yeah. Feel free to, anyone you see on this show, uh, and you need a fill in, call me, man. I'll
That's
definitely do it.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna have you come in, but like thinking about it sometimes, like all this to me is like a dream. All these
Hmm.
mics, and because if you go on my podcast, it's very simple.
Hmm.
So it's like sometimes I like not afraid, but if I call people in, they're like, what they gonna think about it because it's so simple.
Yeah.
But I'm just proud of myself because I started and I'm doing it.
Good. And you should be. You should be proud of yourself. The primary goal is to have you and your guests tell the story.
Yes,
And if it's as simple as a phone and a microphone, then guess what? That's all you need. And a little social media goes a long, long way. Are you on Spotify?
not yet. I need to get on it.
Yeah, very
I'm
simple.
just on
I mean,
YouTube. Yeah.
exactly what you're doing. I mean, Spotify is just as simple. They have a portion that it's Spotify for podcasters, and you just go on there and drop your MP3 or video. You have a choice, either or, and that's a good way, especially. But the only thing about going on different things, you have to make sure you're consistent. Whether you're going to be on every week, every 2 weeks, or once a month. But whatever you decide, you just make sure that you're going to do that,
Right.
because as you go, you pick up fans, you pick up people that are following you, and they're like, all right, he's on this week. In my case, he's on Tuesday. All right, let me get home, put it on, and that's the one thing, because they want to hear you live. They don't want to hear you after the fact. It's good to hear you after the fact, but when you have a live show, man, it's been good for me. You know. Tomorrow I'll actually be on another podcast. Yesterday I was on one, so I'm staying busy, and in both cases, the one from yesterday and tomorrow, I'm not even leaving home.
Well, you do it from home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're gonna send me the link, and we're gonna just talk shop right from my house. So, and that's the best thing about it. But I have a few things to share with you, and I'll write them down so you can there's a nice site where they'll send guests to you.
Oh, that's good. I need some I
Yeah.
need some
Yep.
some guidance.
And you just gotta plug them in when you want them on, and you go from there. All right. Let's see. Your first guest. Let's talk about your first guest. You get your first guest to come on.
My first guest, and it was the most watched or viewed video up to
Mm-hmm.
now because he has a very good testimony.
Mm-hmm.
As a guy that I know, he he did drugs when he was younger. He got arrested, went to jail,
Mm-hmm.
filed for bankruptcy and all that stuff. So his life was completely destroyed.
Yes.
But then he got out of jail and started doing good. Got a job, which was hard because he was a convicted
Yeah.
felon, right?
Yep.
So he got a job, and then he was able to get his own business. He's a Snap-on dealer now.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, today he owns four franchises,
Wow.
and he's a business owner and doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that really inspires me, and I'm sure inspires a lot of other people.
That's a great story. In fact, I'm gonna look for it and I'll put it on my podcast.
That was
That
that
way it'll
was
inspire some more people.
that was a great story. I had Wilson too.
Oh, all
The
right.
boxer had
Yep.
Wilson. That has a great story
I
too.
taught him everything he knows. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He was there at the fight when
Yeah, he was my
2 weeks
guest here,
ago.
and it's a good show, and I'd like to get him back on, but I don't want to take him away from any training or anything like that because he's good.
Yeah,
He's
he's very
good.
busy. He's always
He's doing
busy.
good.
I remember when he came on, he he was late because he was working because he was getting
Hmm.
ready for the fight, and he came on. I'm like, no problem.
Hmm.
I know because he's always busy, but
Yeah,
he made it, and it was great. It was a great podcast.
yeah. Man of his word. He's definitely if he says he's going to be there, he's going to be there.
Yes.
So the yeah, that dude he was fighting, man, looked like it was his older brother or something.
It was a great fight. The other guy was a good fighter as well.
Hmm.
He was a great fighter, but
Yeah,
Bill Wilson did well, did better.
yeah. He just has that in him, that drive, that
Yeah.
and I didn't realize I knew some people in his family, and over conversation talking about the fight, and they were telling me who his family was, and I was like, oh my god, no wonder I like the dude. Comes from a good family.
Yeah, he has a like a big drive, and he's always motivated. And I told him like it inspires me. And you look at him like he's a hustler. He never stops. He's always working. No matter what happened to him, he keeps going.
Yeah,
And that's what
the
we gotta do.
that's it. The let's see what do we have here. I want to talk about something I seen earlier. All right, I'll look for it. But oh, here it is, right in front of it. Sweet art. All right, that's part of your family too. So that's part three. We have merchandise, we have the podcast,
Podcast.
and we have the business. Sweet
Yes.
art. And believe it or not, your better half was supposed to be on the show before you. You know,
I know. She
and
was.
it was so nice to see you guys at the Kilburn Mill doing your thing, along with the many other entrepreneurs. And I definitely want to support everything involved in your family, especially the things that both of you are doing, because what's hers is yours, and yours,
Yes. Yes.
you got to help out each other no matter what. The All right, so you your podcast, how many guests you had so far?
I would say I think 5 or 6 so far.
Hmm.
Yes, five or
Yeah.
six.
So, and it doesn't matter what type of person, who are you looking for? Just inspirational people, sports people.
So the main so it's a motivational podcast.
Hmm.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
We can talk about anything.
Hmm.
The main goal is to always pass on positive things.
Yes.
Positive things. If we have someone that has an inspirational story, then that's great.
Hmm.
But we can just sit down and talk about. Sometimes I pick a topic, or we'll pick a
Hmm.
topic and just talk about it, like entrepreneurship or
Hmm.
any anything. To be honest,
Good, good. We we had we had this table full of men, and we were talking about mental health and men trying to just confine with each other. We never know what we're all going through because
right?
sometimes we just want to clam up, not say anything. Just trying to be the so-called man of the house,
Yeah.
or that power structure to be strong-willed, and you know some people don't realize that you got to get emotions out. You leave it inside, it builds up stress, and it hurts your body. And some people don't catch things until it's too late. Your body will tell you when it's not feeling good, and sometimes mental health or stress is a key thing, or a silent assassin. We don't pay attention to it sometimes. But that's a good thing, like you and a few of your friends coming on and just talking about things. Being a young couple, and did you ever think you were going to get married?
No,
Stuff like that.
not really.
Yeah,
No, I
and
mean, yeah, I had that, that
hmm,
that dream that one day I was gonna build a family, but I
hmm,
just didn't know when. I
yes,
just didn't know when. But thank God I found a nice wife, because
yeah.
it's hard nowadays to find a nice woman.
A very nice woman,
Very hard.
and a strong mind and
Yes.
everything. I mean, she cooks good. She looks
No, she.
good.
Oh yeah, she cooks. She cooks.
You got it, man. You got it all.
She
First
got
round draft pick.
she got to learn how to make some kachupa, but
Kachupa,
other than
yeah.
that, she's good.
We're gonna get her. We actually, you know, uh, my son-in-law, he cooks it every week, Saturdays, and people come, and always buying it, but he learned at a young age, and he's definitely, it's one of my favorites. I had Kachupa from many many people, but his is the one that hits the spot.
Hmm.
And sometimes they say the one that eat routinely is the choice that you want. But his is delicious. It's perfect for me. So, but Kachupa, I made it twice.
Come on, good.
Uh, well, it did. You know
It did.
why? And not because I made it. It's because my kids ate it. So if they ate it, it's
It was
good.
good.
So that was my my test, and so I was very happy about it. So, but yeah.
I usually eat from her mom,
Hmm.
her dad too. It's good, but I like it. I don't like the. I eat the soup
Yeah.
when you first
Uh-huh.
do it, but I like it on the next day when it's like
Yeah.
refogado with
Yes.
like
Hmm.
eggs and
Yeah.
chilies and stuff like
Every
that. I
that
like.
that's becoming, well, it's not becoming, but it's always that choice. A lot of people in my family do it the same way, and really enjoy it that way. I I was told the only way you're gonna learn how to make cachupa is to get there and watch from the beginning, from start to end. Once you do that, how you know the routine, you know
Hmm.
what you got to do, and some people think that it's just a what's that old saying, porchaca, my grandmother. So
But yeah.
so my that's what they think, they just, it's not, you got to put things in a certain time, and but I see some people on us admiring us from restreaming on Facebook. Just want to say hi to Jack. How you doing? Christy, I see you all the way from Florida, so we're doing good. All right.
Reaching out to Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please, everyone out there, add WNB1 to your devices, Apple or Android, and you can listen to us 24 hours, 7 days out of the week. Every Tuesday, I'm here, 6 p.m. to 9. Today is going to be a short night. I'll only be here for the podcast, and then I'm off to celebrate my granddaughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Abrielle.
Happy birthday.
Papa sees you. So, we're gonna celebrate her birthday. And but anything you want to talk about? You know?
Well, so like I was saying earlier, my main goals this year was to get the ideas out of my mind and make them
Mm-hmm.
become reality, because there's a lot of people that they have a lot of talents and great talents, but because they're scared and
Mm-hmm.
afraid to work on it, and they get comfortable.
Yes.
Sometimes they get comfortable at the job that
Mm-hmm.
they're in, for example, because they know they have a paycheck every Friday or every 2 weeks,
True.
and they know that if they leave and start their own thing, it's probably not going to be as consistent, or
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to make as much in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I just have a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like I want to work and I want to retire and I want to enjoy. I want to retire young.
Yes.
My goal is to retire before I'm 35 years
Mm-hmm.
old. So I
Yeah.
got 5 more years to make.
Mm-hmm.
And some people think I'm crazy. My wife thinks I'm crazy sometimes when I say I'm going to quit my job. But it's just the idea that I have in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
because I know I can do it.
Yeah.
I just had to start like I did, and grind and make it. And I know one day I'm gonna be able to just be free,
Mm-hmm.
because it's okay to work for someone. I
Yeah.
still do, and I like my job,
Yeah.
but I want to have freedom. Like I was watching a video the other day, very powerful, that says that we work 8 hours to live four. We
Mm-hmm.
work 8 hours to have like a 15-minute or a 1 hour break. You work a full year to have 1 week or 2 weeks vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and you know how life is over here. It's always a rush.
Yeah.
You go to work, you come home, you eat, shower, maybe go to bed because you got to go to work the next day.
Exactly.
And that makes me mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want to live like that.
I don't. I mean, I did it all my life, receiving my pension, doing another career that I do like. I really do. I think things are going to be good for me at the school department, and so I just, but you know, that was something that I was guided to, to get a career job and work for a pension, and so I'm glad that you have another vision, a quest, because if I did it right, I wouldn't have had I w- I wouldn't have worked 30 years. I would have stopped, kind of been able to enjoy my family,
Yes,
and that's the real important. That old saying, you only live once. It's true. So you got to capitalize on the different things, and enjoying your family, enjoying things that you're gonna do. I mean, I'm anticipating a cruise that we're going on in August. I can't wait.
that's good.
Yeah.
I got to do one. We got to do one.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a whole lot cheaper than people think. It just got to save for it. Just a year before. 6 months before, just save up to do that cruise, and it works out wholly. It doesn't put a strain on your budget. If you're just putting money away for the cruise. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's no doubt in my mind you're going to be who you are. Who you want to be too.
Yeah, because you want to have time, like you said, to enjoy with your family. It's
Hmm.
not, to me, it's not really like having so much money to have material things, which of course is good, and
Hmm.
everybody likes, like, I want to buy what I like.
Yeah.
But the main thing to me is have time for my family, have time to spend, for myself, to enjoy life,
True.
have time for God, which is something very important to me and
Hmm.
for my family. Um, and when you spend 8 hours plus a
Yes.
day in a job, you don't have time to do much.
Hmm.
And I came to this country to live the American dream,
Yeah. And
like a lot of people
hmm.
do. But I'm gonna say like this as an immigrant, when when you're in your country, in my case, when I was in my country,
Yeah.
I used to look at it like United States as like something great, because
Yeah.
you see in the movies, you see
Hmm.
on TV, or uh, music clips, and they show you like the nice things, the cars, the clothes, even family members that are here with like going on vacation or
Yeah.
with nice clothes. So we think like, wow, like if I go there, like everybody's rich. But it's not like that. When you get here, it's all an illusion.
Hmm.
You can't live the American dream because I love being here.
Yes.
I've been here for 10 years and I love being in America, but it's not as people think it is.
Yeah.
It is a land of opportunity, but you got to work very hard
Mhm.
to get to where you want to get,
Exactly.
because sometimes that dream can
Hmm.
become a nightmare,
A
and we see
nightmare.
that in a lot of people's life. Because
Hmm.
in my case, I came here by myself for the first time. I got in a plane and came
Wow.
living with my family that took me like a son,
Hmm.
and thank God for that. But they were strangers to me.
Yes.
I met them at the airport. As
Wow.
a matter of fact, when I got to the airport, I didn't know them and they didn't know me, so I had to go to the information and call them on the mic, on the speakers, because we didn't know
Yeah.
each other.
Hmm.
You go through depression, you go through anxiety, you go through panic. It's hard.
True.
It's hard to, thank God, I'm overcame all that, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
So we're we're
That's a
working.
that's a great story. I like that. The um the American dream. Um I mean, my American dream is very, very simple. It's what I'm doing now, podcasting, here on the radio, great people around me. That's my American dream. And, being with my family on a daily basis. There's some people don't have that opportunity.
Yes,
And so at least I can see, you know, I'm, as I say, married with children. Well, I'm married with grandchildren, and I'm enjoying every bit of it.
as you
They're,
should.
they're definitely a blessing. And when they're yelling, Papa, 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 I love it.
Yeah, and,
So,
and everybody has a different American dream.
hmm,
Yours is, like you just said,
yes,
for some people, it's just owning their own house.
yes,
For some people, it's just simply becoming a U.S. citizen.
hmm,
To me, it's very simple too. I just want to have time for my family. I want to have
true.
time to enjoy not having to wake up and go to work
Hmm.
and be inside of the office, and being able to like take a trip without like looking in the bank account. And
Yeah,
I want to be free.
yeah,
But it's very simple. It's not even being like a millionaire and having so much money. I don't really care for that.
hmm,
Just want to be free.
yeah. You will. It's gonna happen for you. The let's see, make sure we have and I'm gonna actually share, this. Well, you'll have it on Facebook. This whole audio and video. But if you need me to create anything, as far as MP3 or four, let me know, and you can start your little quest um, on Spotify.
Yeah, that's I need
Yeah.
some guidance on that, because
Yeah.
I want to do. I talked about, because I have a guy that edits my videos, because I don't want to send nothing of all that.
Hmm.
So I told him that I needed to get on it. He doesn't know. He said he was gonna look it up, but since well,
Yeah. I
I'll take the advice.
definitely
Yeah,
know how to do it. I'll send it to you. It should go right across your phone. This isn't going to take up a lot of space, so we'll make sure we do that for you.
thank you, appreciate that.
All right. Let's see. Well, that's all I got for you. And anything else you want to share? Uh,
I mean, one more time, thank you for the opportunity
yeah.
of people that are listening. Uh, my social medias, if they want to reach out and buy some merch, my Facebook is empower. My Instagram is empower yourself 2023. I'm also on TikTok, but that's more for like
Hmm.
promotion.
Yeah.
It's empower 3. But and very soon I will have the link for the website in my social media. I'm sure in about 2 weeks it'll be up. Like I said, I'm just testing some stuff because I never had a website before.
Hmm.
So I want to make a test first before I put it
Okay.
out to the public. But website is coming soon, and we're gonna start selling to the world.
Right. Yes. And feel free to share everything. I mean, I'll troll all your pages. I'll be sharing things, adding it to the Really Charlie podcast group
Thank you,
and,
thank you.
and page on Facebook. I'll be doing that. So just to get it out there, and try to get your T-shirt all over the world, like you said,
Yes.
And I'm gonna save that shirt right there, and I'm gonna wear that next week on this podcast.
It's good when I see other people wearing my merch. It
Yeah.
really makes me proud. And thank you for the all the support.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. All right, everyone. Deandro Rujo, man behind Empower, EM Power. Merchandise is available, like he said. Feel free to get in touch with me if you want to reach out to this man. Once I do get home, I will be sharing everything that I possibly can find on the Really Charlie podcast channel and page. And feel free to like and subscribe to us on YouTube on the Really Charlie channel. Excuse me, on the Really Charlie channel on YouTube, and you'll see this nice video here. All right. You are listening to WNB1 Radio, serving you R&B music on the rocks, chilled music with a chilled host, where you get to listen to the music you love the most on WNB1 Radio. All right, y'all. I'll see you. Take care.